Let's finally stop debates about the right way to remove the prop shaft. What is the cam shift? What is the cam follower? Should it be in the neutral? What if I can't shift into neutral? Why my prop shaft stucks? And so on and so on. You should have no doubts about the right way of doing things, because you have that nice card that you probably never seen in internet. If you still not understand at the end of the video what is the right way to remove the prop shaft, what is the wrong way, then I probably have really poor English. Let's first consider the two important point or situation. First, you still can shift into gear and you are opening your gearbox for some other reason. What I mean by other than hit the rock. So you are opening because you have water in the oil or something like that, but you still can shift into gear. That is the situation number one. You probably won't remove the drive shaft for that reason. Situation number one. The second one, when you can't shift into gear because, for example, like it has happened with me, you hit the rock and the cam follower and the cam shift. The cam follower stuck here. I have a lot of video on my channel about this situation. That is the situation number two. You can't shift into gear. These are two important situations, and you have to remember about them, because depending on what is your situation, you should do either way. Remember this, please. In any situation, you first have to remove the bearing carrier. It doesn't matter what has happened. Of course, you always need to remove this. You use special tools or not very special. It doesn't matter. I have video about this on my channel, but it doesn't matter. I will just use this hammer. So it's quite understandable what you have to do. Here, you just remove it. Yeah. In my case, it comes out with this reverse gear now, and first time when I did this, sometimes the reverse gear stuck there. I won't cover this situation now, because we are talking about different things. So that's what is what you usually have after you remove the bearing carrier with the reverse gear. And now you only have the pinion gear there. Let me show this for you. So the pinion gear there and the nut. So you are in the first situation when you didn't hit the rock. Well, probably you did hit the rock, as it happened with me, but probably in your case you can still shift into gear, so everything works fine here, and you are repairing just this part because you are sure about the drive shaft and you don't want to remove it. So in that situation, yes, you have to shift into neutral, because the cam shift should be parallel to the cam follower. And before you remove the prop shaft, of course you can't remove this without removing the shift shaft. That is of course very clear for you. I think so, because yeah, well, okay, it's understandable. So before you remove the shift shaft, you have to switch into neutral. If you don't know what does it mean and how to figure out what is the neutral, where it is, I have also other video on my channel, but we are talking about different things. So you are in neutral and we are removing the shift shaft. We removed it. Yes, so everything works fine here. And now guys, that's the most important point. Look, this cam shift you can see nothing holds this in its position in the cam follower. So any movement, like you touch your gear housing or you rotate the prop shaft, you get it lost. Well, not here, of course, because there is another structure, but it doesn't fall out. I think you understand it. Yeah, but anyway, it will be on some other position which will not allow you to remove the prop shaft. That's it. That's the point. So you have to put this to neutral and don't rotate the prop shaft. Never. You put it in neutral and then, so we are in the initial position, and then very carefully remove the prop shaft. Here is the trick. Did you like it? Then like my video, why not? So now let's imagine, okay, it would be of course nice if we can do the same on our gear housing, but we can't do this way. So now let's imagine, not imagine, but imagine it's about John Lennon. So let's consider the situation when you rotated the prop shaft. Yeah, you did the bad things. You lost the cam follower, of course not here, but somewhere there. So probably it will be in that position. You are trying to remove the prop shaft. No, you can't. Why you can't? Why these things doesn't go? Because I wanted to take my phone from the tripod, but you should remember from the previous screens, few minutes before, that we have the pinion gear there. It holds this part, this forward gear on the place. You can't remove them. So the only way for you will be to remove the drive shaft. And if you want to remove the drive shaft, you have to have a special tool, and it is very expensive to install it back. So it's quite hard work. So if you're trying to repair this place yourself, please always remember about this rule. The rule is that you have to shift to neutral. It's not my okay, I wanted to say that this is said in the service manual. I didn't invent this. So shift into neutral, remove the prop, the shift shaft, and then the prop shaft. Never rotate it. I think it's clear now. Isn't it unique content, guys? So let's continue with the second situation. So guys, the situation number 2, it is when you hit the rock, for example, and you stuck into forward, like it has happened with me. So you stuck into forward because you hit the stone. This is basically the same situation when you are anyway about to remove the drive shaft. Both situations are the same. They will lead to the fact that you have to remove the drive shaft. So why did you stuck in forward and cannot shift into gear? For example, because you hit the stone. Why you stuck in the forward? Well, you should be really drunk or drink too much vodka if you hit the stone and stuck in the neutral. How can you hit the stone being in the neutral? Too much vodka for sure. So in the reverse, you stuck in the reverse. Well, maybe cognac too much, yeah, it doesn't matter. So still you stuck not in the neutral. You cannot remove the prop shaft even if you remove the shift shaft. So we stuck in the forward. That's the normal situation. You remove the shift shaft, yeah. You cannot remove the prop shaft as we have seen before, and you should understand why we have the cam follower here, or we just have the cam shift, or we just have the cam follower stuck here and we cannot remove. The same situation if you decided for some reason remove the drive shaft. So both situations are the same. Why we cannot remove? Because we cannot move this part again, because we have the pinion gear there which holds this part from moving that direction, and we have the nut there. We have seen this on previous minutes. If not, please guys look attentively. So what we are going to do, well, and this should be very clear. We have the nut there and the pinion gear, and we have to remove this drive shaft, this nut and everything. Well, I won't show you this in details, but I have another video on my channel, and we are speaking now about not how to like repair this gearbox, but about just this specific situation. So, well, I will still remove the drive shaft for you now, and you will see. Guys, I think it's too late for today. I will do this tomorrow afternoon. Not afternoon, but when we have more light. Interesting point, it will be today for you anyway. Okay guys, tomorrow come, and we agreed that we consider the situation number 2, when you have to remove the drive shaft, or you want to remove this for some reason, for example to repair the drive shaft. Why you have to remove the prop shaft if you didn't want to do this? For example, because you rotated the prop shaft, being not being, it doesn't matter where, either you were being in neutral or reverse or forward, it doesn't matter, but you just rotated, yeah, and you and the cam shift moved here in the cam follower, and so you cannot remove the prop shaft. So this is the simple reason. It was your mistake if you did so, and that's why you now have to remove the drive shaft. But another situation, as it has happened with me, and I have a lot of different video in the description below, some of them unfortunately not in English, but probably it's even better than listen that kind of English or Samglish. So I lost the point, yeah, I know, like Lev Tolstoy. So speaking too long. Well, and yeah, situation number 2, you have to remove the drive shaft, yeah. Probably I wanted to tell that another situation, because everything stuck here, and anyway you can't remove the prop shaft. So what you are going to do, what is the difference between this and the situation number 1? The difference is that you can see why I put my phone in that direction, because you can see the nut there on the pinion gear. Unfortunately, I realized too late that it would be better to cut here, and then you could see everything better. By the way, this is the last video with this nice cutted sample, because I take all these parts and put them to the new gear housing. I will do the video about it again. I don't know if it is going to be in English. I put the link to the description below, but it will happen maybe after 1, 2 or 3 months when I get all parts. So subscribe. And actually, yeah, so if you decide to repair this gearbox, a Mercury 50 EFI. That my channel, I have the playlist about everything, absolutely everything. So the only place in the internet on YouTube about this gear housing. You will be able to do this yourself, I guarantee you, because I'm doing this first time in my life and I'm able to do this. So was it too long? Okay, dislike. So we have to access to this nut, and I don't cover tools in this video because they are covered in other videos. And you can see the challenge because you have the prop shaft, the clutch here. You cannot access this nut easily. You have to have a thin wrench or something else to access this nut, and then you need a special tool to rotate the drive shaft here. So, and you are then starting rotate this. Yeah, I will be keeping here by my finger because it's easy to access for me here, but you will need to do something else. And you can notice the cam shift fall out. It will not fall out to here in your cases because it's locked by the wall there, but everything will be rotating here. So let me just open this for you using my finger. But let's imagine you found the way how to access this nut. If you didn't, again, look my other videos. Okay, at some point you realize that the nut is loosed and you are able to remove the drive shaft. And now we are going to do this. So yeah, you remove the drive shaft. So we have it here. And you have the pinion gear there and the nut. The nut is quite easy to take out from there. But what about the pinion gear? In my case it was difficult. Again, look at my other video. Okay, today it was easy. It just fall out here. Yeah, it's not a problem. You can take it out from there. So now we will cover the last step. By the way, did I say that this is the last time we use this nice sample, and probably we will have a party about this, if it will be Friday, of course. So now let's say another two situations, A and B of the second situation, when everything is stuck here because of the hitting rock, and you need to use something stronger than just your hands, and probably it should be a slide hammer. If you don't know what is it, again, I have the video, or just Google what is the slide hammer. You really need some force to remove it from here. I was not able to do this. I decided just to cut this because I was anyway about to replace it. And the second situation, because you did the mistake, you just rotated the prop shaft after you removed the shift shaft, and that's why you have to take the drive shaft out. So it's easy situation, everything is smooth here, nothing holds the cam follower. So, and now please notice that doesn't matter where is the cam shift, because look what parts are going out in that case. Everything is going out here, and there are a lot of place for the cam shift. That's why you can remove everything. We have a lot of space here in the only the cap, or sometimes it's called race, and the shim are here, and the rest you can remove. So that's, I think, all, but let me check what else I promised to tell you, and then let's see. Guys, I think I covered all about this subject, and please like, and I think the only promise was the party. Cheers! На здоровье!